Okay, we're recording.
Thank you
Are
thank you very much, Bob.
Oh, right, we are. Okay, we're all set.
Okay, we ready? It is now 7 o'clock on December 17th, and this is the holiday session of the Utilities Commission. We'll sing Christmas songs after the meeting's over.
You all set?
The first thing we should do is take attendance. Sven, would you do that, please?
Hiram Cantu? Yeah,
He
you're
said
muted,
something.
man.
We see,
He's-
Okay.
Okay.
Bernie Clark,
Here.
Sven England, Krista Kennan, Rich Townsend,
Here,
and that gives us 5, and we have a quorum.
okay. One thing I should tell everybody as we start the meeting, I know this is not on the agenda, but we do have a little bit change of membership, is we've had 2 people that have said they're coming off of the commission. One is Janae Hunter, and she's coming off because she has moved and she's no longer eligible as not being a voter or whatever it's called to be part of the commission. The second one is Jill Grizzetti, who informed me this week that she said she's taken a new job and it's going to make it impossible for her to be able to participate. And so I expect she will be resigning. So that leaves 2 open seats. I believe we still need 5 to have a quorum. Isn't that right? I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So let's move on. So the first thing we're going to do is approve the minutes from the November 19th, 2024 meeting. Is there anyone to make a motion for that?
I'll make the motion. I read them last month and sent in my.
Okay. Okay, is there any discussion? No. No discussion there? Hiram looks like he's bailed.
no discussion here.
No,
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay. 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 Well, then let's take a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All those opposed? No one opposed. Okay, excellent. Now, I know we have a couple of people from the public here, and members of the public are welcome to provide comments to the Utilities Commission on agenda topics scheduled for review and/or vote. Comments are limited to 2 minutes. Do we have anyone that wants to give comments? Joe, I know you're on the phone. No?
Did he raise his hand?
I don't know.
No one's raised their hand.
Okay. Okay, well then let's move on. One of the things I would like to, well, maybe we won't do it since he hasn't signed on. Mike Collins asked me if I could move his section up so that he's in Houston and he had things thought he needed to do. But why don't we just go ahead, and then if he shows up, and if not, I'll fill in for him later. Okay. The second, so let's move on. Let's move on and come back to the residential microchip. Cellular communications activity. Karim does not seem to be on yet, but Krista, do you have anything to report? I do, so. No, you're okay?
I do.
We have, I believe we have got the contract approved through Deanna to get the programming started for Karim. I failed to get it to her office today to get it signed, but I think as soon as I get it signed, Tiger agreed that he will put the purchasing order in and we'll be able to go. So we should be able to start before Christmas here, I believe, on the Ookla data. And
Cool.
that will be great. Okay, and then why don't we go back to the residential microchip then? Or micro CHP.
Is he on?
No, but I'm gonna do it for him.
Okay.
And other people that know more about it than I do, feel free to speak up. But Jim Green has organized, along with Mike and Krista, I don't know whether you participated in this or not, but there's going to be a public meeting on the 16th of January in the library. They've reserved the library, and they are sending out information to our residents. Mike has advised them to, they might be wise if they would go through the property records and send them to people that had pools, so that they might have it a little bit focused. But whatever they do, it's going to be them doing it. And they will be here on the 16th and do a session at the library. I've seen the posters, and I think most of us have, because I think they
Yeah.
copied everybody on them. I thought they were pretty good.
It's professional work.
Yeah, it was very professional work. And so hopefully, I think this could be a very good thing for the town. And so we'll see how it works out. Okay, next on here is the meeting schedule for 2025. I circulated a little paper to just give everybody a little thought on what we could actually do. We've done monthly this year. Just to remind everybody, we've done monthly, third week Tuesday at 7 o'clock in the evening. I think the other alternatives are bi-weekly and then quarterly.
Bi-monthly.
I'm sorry, bi-monthly, bi-weekly. Yeah, let's have more meetings. Bi-monthly, quarterly. I wrote down for the week, I think we would be well advised to change to week 2. That's the week before the town council meets.
You get agreed.
And it does not conflict with any of the vacations. Both school vacations are in week 3. So we have to be in a different spot anyways on that. I also thought going to Thursday would be a good idea. That doesn't seem to be taken by anybody else. I think the police commission has meetings on Thursday. But since we conflicted with town council or somebody on this, we never got Deanna as a result.
Right.
Because she was always over there. And I would just suggesting the time is staying at 7. I think that's a convenient time. So everybody, let's open this for discussion, and then we'll take a vote.
My discussion is, I wouldn't want to go, I would go bi-monthly. I think quarterly is too long for me
Too
right
long?
now.
Okay,
Can you change it during the year?
Yes,
Sure.
you can.
we can just cancel meetings.
We just,
Because I was gonna say,
You can-
given the pace we're doing now, quarterly would work, but if you get to March or April and something heats up and you wanna go by every other month, I guess I just would ask that question.
Mhm.
yeah, I'd like to touch base every other month at least.
Yeah, but every other month for sure, but.
You know,
once
and you
things
can,
percolate
you
a
can
little-
add with a special meeting
With a special meeting,
and you can drop.
right. So we can change it. The whole point of this is that Pam will get the room assigned to us at
Gotcha.
this time, right? So all of this is a pre-arrangement. So this is not cast in concrete.
What do you think, Krista?
I think that all sounds fine, moving it to Thursday, 7 o'clock. I too am teetering between the quarterly format and the bi-monthly, but if you're all more comfortable with bi-monthly, I'm fine with that. And as we said, we could always call a special meeting or cancel one.
Well, I think since we've got the programmer working, there's a chance that we actually have a lot more to deal with. But it probably won't be done until February, February or March.
Mhm.
So I agree with the bi-monthly.
Hiram, are you still out there? I don't see a picture of.
No, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I think, I think the bi-monthly and the change of time and dates, those and the weeks, those seem fine. I just think we have to be open and communicate appropriately when we need to add a meeting.
Right. And everybody should feel free to give me a call and have us at a meeting, by the way, if there's something that we should be working on. Okay?
Okay,
Uh,
so then
so we
Motion
all
is?
agree that, who wants to make the motion?
I'll make the motion that the meeting schedule for the Utilities Commission of the Town of New Canaan shall be bi-monthly, the second week, Thursdays, 7 PM, beginning February of 2025.
Right.
February 13th.
Second, I'll second it. Am I allowed to second it?
Yeah, you can second it.
Okay. Discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
Hiram, are you an okay on that?
I am,
I-
yes. Yes, I am. Sorry.
Okay,
Just taking the notes here, so just
Yep.
had to make sure.
so it's unanimous. So it'll be bi-monthly, week number 2, Thursday, 7 o'clock, starting in February. Okay? Great. With that, we will move to the last part of the meeting, which is commissioner reports. And see whether anybody has anything they want to bring up at this point in time.
Well, I'll lead off. I have been poking, Russ Times,
Yeah.
OEM, right? About emergency communications. And so the question came up, okay, say, cellular phone, cellular contact or satellite contact doesn't seem feasible within, a 2-year time frame. The question then is, like, what else is there? And the answer is that Motorola, through their distributor Northeast Communications, does have digital trunking. And I'm trying to get from Russ, he says, well, it's going to be expensive. I said, so is everything. Give me a ballpark, give me something that we can put a stake in the ground and sit there and say, this is what it costs if we can't do cell and, satellite seems more expensive or further out than, we'd originally thought.
What does
Satellite-
trunking do? What does direct trunking do?
It'll allow data modem traffic, or heavier data, more capacity for data modem traffic over the existing Motorola emergency radio system.
Ah, okay.
Okay, because that's what we're talking about, when we went back, we were looking at what is required for moving, encrypted data, or, HTTPS kind of stuff, to Norwalk Hospital for the
Right.
EMTs, and that sort of thing. So, as I always say, the ratio is something to nothing is infinite. And, so let's find out what it is and, what the capacities are. And I expect to pin Russ at a firehouse party on Thursday night again.
Good.
And but I'm gonna, I keep talking to him like every 2 weeks,
So the solution that would give us is they could talk encrypted on the radio.
I believe so.
Okay,
I'm not promising anything.
okay. That's a good thing, I think. Any other reports?
No.
No? Krista?
I don't have a commissioner's report, but I have a commissioner's question that I would
Yeah.
pose to the group. Since we're dealing with housekeeping for 2025, do we have any budget requests that we are submitting or plan to submit to the Board of Selectmen?
We have only submitted indirectly or on a casual basis. We have not formally submitted a request for money next year.
Do we want to?
I personally think that would be a good idea, and I'd be glad to participate in that discussion about that.
With the three of us, having been on town council, I'm certainly, ready, willing and able, to be a D voice, in front of the various bodies with you.
Good. Well, what if we, let me just make a suggestion. What if we asked for $40,000 for consultant and or outside help to help deal with cellular technology and communications with the cellular phone companies?
I still think that's a useful thing.
So I would suggest 40. I keep thinking 30 and then I think 50. When we've had 30, we've always missed it. Right? So I think 40 is what I'd suggest unless somebody comes up with something better.
Yeah, and if we can't get a time slot to do a presentation, then we can, go and sign in with Tucker and, and stand up, in public comment.
That's a good point. We can do that. I really believe we need that in order to move the cellular stuff forward. I will tell you, I did talk to the Verizon director of wavelength or whatever for the Northeast, who is the guy that I've talked to 3 or 4 times before. He told me that he had gone through he had watched the presentation actually of Ookla, And I sent him the link to make sure he got the report. And I told him that we would like to follow up on that and see whether there was anything that Verizon would like to do with that. And then we had a discussion, and the discussion included my comment that perhaps the small cell stuff could be attractive to Verizon, given that they've just purchased, who is it, Frontier,
Yeah.
right? And they will have an optical system all over town when they get done laying it in, which would give backhaul capability to the small sats for Verizon that they don't have today. I understand also that Verizon will be offering Vios now in New Canaan. And I guess that will be offered through Frontier. I have not called him back. That was about a week and a half ago that I called him. I haven't called him back, but I will bump him again on that. But he's always pleasant to talk to, but he doesn't give a whole lot of hope that they are very interested in investing money in New Canaan.
Okay.
I have also reached out via email to a few, one or two individuals at AT&T and T-Mobile, because I know, Rich, that you were already working on Verizon. And the contacts that I used were the individuals CC'd on the Siting Council's correspondence with us this spring, since they seem to be legitimate contacts. I have not heard any response from any of them yet, but if I do, I will certainly let you all know. I think it's absolutely essential that we ask for $40,000 worth of consulting fees, because otherwise it's you and I on the phone, and it's just really
No, that's right.
the capacity of this volunteer organization. So I'm very optimistic and hopeful that the Board of Selectmen will see the value in it as well. And I'm happy to go to their next meeting with whoever to either become an agenda item or at least speak it in the public comments section.
Terrific. Terrific. Well, I don't think we need a motion do we need a motion for this?
No.
I don't think so. I mean, this is,
It's not an action.
no, we just agreed this is
Yeah.
what we ought to go do.
Thank you.
I will get it to Deanna's office tomorrow, along with the contract to sign for Corinne, and get that moving along. Any other reports?
No, sir.
Okay, that being the case, anybody want to offer a motion for adjournment?
Yeah, I'll start the motion for adjournment.
I'll second it.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you very much for your participation. I appreciate it. Where are we going to go have a drink for Christmas? Huh?